Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarva dharma swarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishna te namaha. Avatara, Lords coming down, taking human form with all limitations, putting on all the limitations, yielding himself to his own power, Yogamaya, taking a human birth like all other jivas, passing through all the aspects of life, pleasures, pains, birth, death, all things experiencing as if actually passing through all those just to for the sake of jiva. The love of God is unimaginable. Yesterday, I was telling about the dewdrop, the ocean's vapors slowly condensing at night on the grass and leaves, small dewdrops formation. The ocean has become Bindu. Imagine the attraction of the ocean for the Bindu. Torrents of love. Its own droplet is there, far off, unseen, and it wants to flood the small, tiny dewdrop. And the dewdrop doesn't see anything. It imagines God to be a huge, unimaginable size of dewdrop. Dewdrop, however big it can think it is a pot of water. And ocean has no comparison. That is our God we think of, and God is God, who cannot, unless He reveals Himself, He takes that dewdrop in its arm and hugs it to be one with the ocean. No revelation is possible. By no means, sun at least can reflect in every droplet of the dewdrop, but ocean cannot. Ocean, it's Atma. The dewdrops, Atma, its own self. It is in the same parallel. Sun is far off above. I am one with ocean. That jnana can remain, but actuality for the ocean to be the drop, the ocean's flow of love, the storm coming from the ocean must carry away the dewdrop to the ocean and make it one with it. Bhakti is where Sri Ramakrishna says jnana can take him to the destination, make him glad. He can enter the palace, move about freely, but inner apartments it will not take. Bhakti takes to the inner apartments where jnana fails to take. In case of bhakta, there is no dearth for anything. Every bit of knowledge, including the oneness with the Absolute as Nirvikalpa Samadhi, he will experience by the grace of God. So he doesn't have any kind of dearth or lack of knowledge. Shuddha Jnana and Shuddha Bhakti are one and the same. So here we see Navadha Bhakti, ninefold of devotion, the various aspects we have seen from Shravana onwards. And we saw the Dasya also, wherein the total acceptance of the world as it is, God as He is, with name, form, everything. He wants to worship and be a servant of God is the servant of world. He sees God has become the world. He becomes the servant of every jiva. Dasya is not only to be servant of God, servant of the world and servant of the all beings, all living beings, wherever they are. We see Sri Ramakrishna life, how what Dasya is, to the extreme extent, always the mother's child, at the bidding of mother. We saw various aspects of this Dasya. From Dasya, we will go to the Sakhya. The last two are the of the Navadha Bhakti, Sakhya and the Atmanivedana. Sakhya we see God, seeing God as his intimate friend. The Bhakta sees upon God as intimate friend. Intimacy, friend, there are many aspects of friend. Friend in need is friend indeed. At all times, wherever, whatever the devotee wants, a friend will be vigilant about the friend. They help each other. Friend means they help each other. In schools and colleges, any information we get, if he's a true friend, shares with the other. And even exam papers, this, that, so many things we see. We go together, we live together, we move together. We long to converse with each other. We don't expose ourselves totally. My family problems, this, that, whatever is there, at any level of friendship, even during the old age, if friends are there, they freely exchange their family problems, which they don't disclose to any person, including the relatives. So much of freedom, so much of there is openness. Friend means I don't hide anything. A friend in the sense of its original meaning or its implied meaning. I don't hide anything from friend. I don't hesitate to ask him anything. And the test will be when you are in most dangerous time, when you have lost all the hopes in your life, there appears that friend. And one among so many friends, all will fade when the time comes. When your bad time comes, all will move away. One or two might remain with you in the bad times also. The friend, and he also reciprocates the same. If anybody says, I am your friend, that means I will be with you at all times. In joy, I am with you. In pains, I am with you. At all times, I am with you. So, intimate friend means I am an open book to him. He is an open book to me. So God, when I treat God as my friend, God doesn't hide anything from me. If you see Krishna and Arjuna, Sudama, and all these Gopas and Gopis, there was nothing hiding or seeking. Open everything to each other. Arjuna and Krishna's, if you see, if you read between the lines of Bhagavata or Mahabharata stories, God expresses all his inner feelings to his friend Arjuna. And so intimate they are, the Arjuna forgets totally or doesn't even care to know who Krishna is. He knows him to be a something, means he has kept him in the highest place in the his known people. Nothing like Krishna, nothing like Krishna. But as the Supreme Being, he doesn't know. In the beginning of Bhagavad Gita also, when we enter into the 4th chapter, Krishna says, I am going to tell you the yoga which I had told to Manu millions of years before, and how that yoga started degrading, and totally lost now. Same thing I am telling you now. Because you are my friend and you are my devotee. Bhaktosi sakhacheti rahasyamidamuttamam. This uttama rasa, the rahasya, the most sacred secret, I am going to tell you. Because you are my friend and my devotee. How? Arjuna had known Krishna and developed the relationship with Krishna as friend. Krishna has accepted him as his friend. He is telling with his own mouth, you are my friend. That's why I am telling you. And the way in which he has approached, now Krishna has not revealed himself yet what he is really. He is a friend, and as a friend he is moving. And when we come to the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Vishwarupa Darshana, then he says Krishna is something other than this. How I played with him, what all I did with him, how we spent the days till today after having met Krishna. Krishna and Arjuna meet for the first time in Draupadi Swayamvara. After that, how they have moved with each other, Arjuna confesses in front of Krishna. Sakheti matva prasabam yaduktam. Seeing just a friend in you, how I spoke to you, Sakheti matva prasabam yaduktam, He Keshava, He Yadava, He Sakheti, He Krishna, how I treated you, asatkritosi, I belittled you in front of others, treating you as a friend. What all mistakes I did, how I played with you, not knowing your greatness. In front of all people, I condemned you, spoken without respect, giving respect to you. This pardon me, pardon me. He recollects the days how he spent with Krishna, dragging him, making him sit by the side, telling so many things in presence of people. He also behaved in the same way as friend. Sudama also, you see, such a poverty. His wife is forcing him to go and ask help from him. He is king. But words do not come. Even when he goes, he cannot tell. His friend, he knows I am open to him, he is open to me. I can't ask him. On one side, see the responsibilities of this one. By no means I must hurt him. If I say anything, I am not open to him. He has not seen me. As a friend, he is seeing every bit. But he wants me to be something else. Pure, unannoyed. There is absolutely pure friend alone. Anything comes in between me and Sudama must not be there. Wealth may come as a hindrance for a bhakta to be with God. Knowledge may come, wisdom may come, worldly attachments may come. Anything other than God, where I don't see God, will be a barrier between me and God, a screen between, at least a thin veil between me and God. God doesn't want to be there. We are friends forever. Let us be friends. And he also doesn't want that something must come between us. He goes there to see. Krishna worships his feet, taking him inside, making him sit on his own throne. And what is that relationship of friendship? The confidence to confide and to remain in his company. What do the friends seek is, I want to converse and be in his company for all the time. I see here one of the devotees' house, and small girl is there. She has a friend there. They can play days and nights together, non-stop. What an intimacy, what a freedom, what a joy to be with each other. Mother may call hundreds of times. She doesn't want to leave. Last they were parting. They're looking at each other in opposite direction. Backward she'll be moving. After playing for the whole day from morning till night, taking food together, everything. Last parting, they are looking at each other. How to spend the night without you? This is the Sakhya Bhava with God. To sleep with God, to wake up with God, to spare with God. Everything, whole life is as if he doesn't want to part. Eternal friendship, a friendship that extends to all time. At the same time, in ecstatic state, they'll be in the company of each other. They laugh and jump about, play, and sometimes weep together, sing together. This Sri Ramakrishna uses the term Hashe Kande Nache Gaye. That is the friendship. Hashe Kande. They laugh together, they weep together, they sing together, they dance together. Intimacy to the extent, and here, in case of God, though everything is going on together, the total bodily existence and limitations of life are eliminated. I am limited, I am born, I have to die, life is there, is not there. A kind of eternity, a kind of everlastingness in the friendship. Oh, and bodily limitations do not bother them. I am man, I am woman, I am child, he is elder, he is younger. Gopas and gopis, small children learning just to walk. Krishna is 8, 9 years old. They run behind him. So many friends of the same age are there, elders, Gopas and gopis. Women with children of his own age running behind freely. Age, uh, professions, the status, powers, nothing matters when the Sakya Bhava comes to each other. Even all bodily limitation, man, woman would also disappear from the bodily existence. Gopas and gopis are equal in with Krishna. In Ramakrishna's life also you see, when women group used to come, all men will go away. And you see, they have no hesitation of any kind to talk to him. He has become a woman altogether. He is with women, he is women. With children, he is with children. With youth, he is youth. He is a kind of, the intimacy is a kind of friendship like. When to Sri Ramakrishna, the great scholars and all people used to come, they never found a difference, whether it is Girish Chandra Ghosh or Keshav Sen, anybody coming, oh, how are you today? They'll wish it, sit down. Master sitting on small coach. They'll be talking in Kavanacho, Ki, with so much of this one. But that respect, the internal, they cannot forget after going from there, they cannot forget. The God comes to that level to give that friendship. It is descendants. And to that level of they must find intimacy with me. They must be free with me. Even a little ego in God, of Godhood or anything, the whole universe is His. All powers to create, keep, sustenance, dissolve, anybody's karma to destroy, give mukti instant to anybody. All powers are with Him. The whole universe. Yet, that getting down to that stage of friendship, He makes them freely move with them and approach Him. This is the Sakya Bhava, where the two objects come close to each other in such a way that there is no gap or difference, and it passes through eternity. They can't part, they can't separate, they cannot think of each other in the absence. If I am not there, He is not there. If He is not there, I am not there. To that extent of sharing every bit of emotions. Humans are emotional beings. He seeks emotional fulfillment. Even physical level of being, minimum requirements of food, sleep, all physical enjoyments of life, a person transcends, able to transcend. But emotional being fulfillment he cannot avoid. He is ready to give up his food, but loneliness or separation from a person whom he loves, he is not able to bear. And it is between two entities which have been beyond the limitations of nature. It is something like spiritual company with God. We can have bodily companion with everyone, but inside will be always empty. All friends, all relatives, my own people, whom life partners, everybody can be together. But a day will come that all this company together cannot fill my inner void. Ultimately, I will see all these things are external, whom I loved, whom I love, whom I am intimate with in life. All these are extremely external. Where is the inner companion for me? I have two existences, physical existence, bodily existence, and spiritual existence is there. Because of the bodily limitation, I am living in a body. Bodily limitations is superimposed on the self. Though I am Atman, Purna, and being in body, I internally also will be experiencing the Apurnatva. I don't feel myself Purna. And because of this, the imperfection, limitation is superimposed on the bodily existence. The emptiness within, the spiritual emptiness within is superimposed on the body. I feel always restless. I feel always something empty externally also, internally also. Because of the bodily limitation, this is paraspara, one imposing limitation upon the other. So I feel always inner fulfillment necessary for me as much as external fulfillment. I want to have my family, but family cannot replace the inner peace, inner joy, inner emptiness. It cannot be removed. I want inner fulfillment. So inner fulfillment comes with the relationship with God. The Sakhya is where the inner fulfillment is God by being in company of God, God descending to my level and being in my heart. I am getting fulfillment internally and it is reflecting on the external. The Sakhya here doesn't end with my inner fulfillment of emotions. It reflects on the external fulfillment. It radiates to other in the world. Arjuna or Sudama getting the inner fulfillment. We see it is reflecting on the others around. He is in his own joy and bliss. There is nothing to eat at home also. He is bliss and others look at him. They are getting that radiations of that inner peace. It reflects on the family. It reflects on the, but external poverty others are able to experience. And his inner peace, they are able to understand, experience at all levels except inside them. They are able to experience the external poverty. He is not able to experience the external poverty also. He is externally also full, internally also full, because internal full is reflecting on his external fullness. His extending as external fullness. Others are experiencing internal fullness to some extent. He is so joyful, he is radiating that joy, but they are seeing the external dearth. Because of that, his wife has to tell, "You are so happy. I am also so happy seeing you happy. But we don't have food to eat. Children are hungry. What shall we do? Please go. See how the one person's internal fulfillment radiates to the other people and the whole society even, all around. A kind of unknown peace. A person is experiencing that Sakhya Bhava, and its oneness. And this is going to be the eternal relationship with God. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.